got a few videos. Should we watch a 16-minute video of why Stunning Girls trash? We're not gonna watch that. We gotta watch this Ryan one because I seen Ryan made a new video and I couldn't watch it the day he came out with it. But it's called "I've Changed My Mind About JoJo's Bizarre Adventure." So I gotta see his new views on what he thinks about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. First off, W Ryan for having to include paid promotion at the beginning. Dang, 400. Sheesh. I seen it, just didn't watch it. Chase played the exact sound I wanted. One thing I can say, Star Wars doing better than Marvel in the shows. Every Star Wars show. Huh? I haven't heard that one, Izzy, but okay, keep going. What's the only good Marvel shows? Loki, Miss Marvel. What? Is he? What? He got you good. He got me good. Oh, there must be some reference to me in here. Chase, you gonna laugh hard at this intro. Okay, so he must be talking about. Okay, so he must have referenced me. I'm assuming that from what Elite Click is saying. Dang it! I wish that was a surprise. Let's get into it.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so boring. It's what I thought a few years.
Blasphemous.
So boring. Is what I thought a few years ago when I decided to drop the anime after just one episode. In
Oh,
the last
Lord.
video, I decided to give JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a fair shot by forcing myself to read the entire series.
You know what he's doing with this? By forcing myself? No, he put the no.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure a fair shot.
Also, I like Ryan's new setup. I like it. W Ryan, man. I don't like how he's saying force. Look at him. You can see him charging up his key energy right now. Well, you spoiled Hulk, son, so we even. I didn't know. Let me see. JoJo's Boring Adventure. See Sam already being blasphemous.
Forcing myself to read the entire series. Starting with part 1, Phantom Blood. I gotta be honest, I don't remember a single thing from part 1.
You could at least remember Dio was a vampire. You could at least remember that. You could have remembered the gentleman, the best boy gentleman himself. I'm just saying, Ryan, you could have.
I didn't dislike the series, but it just didn't leave an impression on me whatsoever.
God, this is hurting my soul right
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is mid.
now. Okay. W Ryan. No, no, come on. No, we're getting him out of here. Cancel Ryan.
You're not that guy. bro.
Cancel
Trust me.
Ryan.
You're not that guy.
What? No. You get such a clean. Oh, I forget you guys can't see. No, this is blasphemous. This is blasphemous on all different types of levels. Shout out to Ryan. This is blasphemous on all type of different levels. How did he? No, Ryan. Also, no, we're not doing this. I forced myself. We're not doing that, Ryan.
I don't remember a single thing from part 1. I didn't dislike the series, but it just didn't leave an impression on me whatsoever. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure
Well, at least he got the JoJo's in the corner. And me, Peak. He got 2 peaks in the corner now.
is mid.
Okay. W Ryan. Ooh, woo, woo.
But fear not, for today I have finished.
No. What is he doing? He brought showed us so review this video. How dare he? How dare he? That was actually a very good use of me, Ryan. Very blasphemous, but very good use.
Finished reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2 Battle Tendency. And let me just say, I've changed my mind about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
W Ryan. Not see, that's where the W Ryan should have been put at. That's where you should have put it at.
Sure. Hey, I just moved, so I don't have any manga back here. It's on its way. Okay, getting right into it, let's make a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure tier list. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1. That gets like a D tier for me. I don't even remember what happened in it. I'm not putting it.
Come on, Ryan. We're not doing this tonight. We're not doing this tonight. Ryan, best manga tuber. Dang, you see that, Sam? That's crazy. That's crazy.
In F. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't good either. However, Part 2 Battle Tendency, that goes up into the B tier. Actually, you know what? I'm feeling good today. It gets an A tier. You're welcome, JoJo's fans. But before we go
I don't know how I feel about that.
any further, I want to show you the cool stuff GamerSups sent me. Starting off with their brand new flavor. I don't know if I could say the name on YouTube, but they also got a caffeine-free version that kind of looks like manga. They also sent me
Oh, that's chesticle milk. That's what you gotta say, Ryan. Go ahead. You know, you can use my soundbite if you want to. That's chesticle milk. Part 1 BB mid. It is mid. I will admit it's mid, but that doesn't mean it's B tier though. To be honest, I can't blame him. Come on. Ryan got the gamer sub sponsor. Dang, you slacking, Chase. Wait, what am I slacking on? The sponsorship or the like? I don't. You know what? It's because I'm from Wakanda. That's the code word we're using. We can't say the R word. It's because I'm from Wakanda, man. That's why. Where's your gamer sub sponsorship? Dog, I'm going to be real with you. Companies, okay, so Elite Collector, I'm going to be real with you real quick. I'm going to say it after this. But yeah, Cheska Milk.
Their brand new waifu cup. These waifu cups are only available for a very limited time, so if you want them...
You know what's funny, Ryan? I thought about getting some of these just to try it out. And I'm going to probably use your link whenever I do get some. Because one, I want to support you. And two, I don't know if you're going to say this later on in your video. If enough people support your stuff, then you get your own cup or whatever. So, and I do want to see you with your own cup. I want to, anybody that's a friend, a peer of mine, I want to see them do great. Better than me, even. But make sure if y'all do great, y'all do better than me. You know, bring me up there too with y'all.
You gotta act fast.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh my god.
Even though it looks kind of gross, the flavor is actually a really interesting twist on blue raspberry.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, that's actually really good.
I also got sent this t-shirt, and I think if I go walking at night, I will be pretty safe. And they also sent me their brand new snack.
No, you won't, bro. I'll attack you. In a good way, not like that.
They're sus bars.
Allergy warning, contains insect. It's got cricket protein in it.
I don't know, that's kind of sus. But here's a taste test.
Oh, wow. I was expecting it to be like kind of dry, but it actually just kind of tastes like a Rice Krispie treat. That's pretty good. Wow.
Remember, if you want anything for yourself, be sure to use code CAPTAIN and get yourself 10% off at gamersupps.gg. The number one thing that stood out to me from part 2, other than part 1, was the characters. Part 2 had such interesting characters. They were characters who were flawed. They weren't perfect. In part 1, it seemed like all the characters were very one-dimensional. You know, JoJo in part 1 was very like goody two-shoes, very stereotypical good guy. And of course, Dio was stereotypical bad guy. But in part 2, JoJo was a rascal. And he was a funny rascal too.
He using that Jerry terminology right now. That's a Jerry terminology. He's like a sponsor because he's a brother. Brother with the hard R. Buys their entire stock. Oh, that's insane. I'm playing. I ain't. It's the beginning. Let me see. Ryan got the. Where's your? I've been curious as well. I don't know that much. JoJo's. Why looking like? You know why. You know why. Oh, whoa, Chase. Also, I don't think Ryan will enjoy part 3. Just saying. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna predict it right now. Ryan will like part 2. He's gonna think part 3 is like, yeah, it was pretty good. The stand thing is good, but I'm not like I'm imitating what everybody says. But I feel like Ryan might like part 3 for what it brings, but not all of the content that it actually brings. He'll love part 4. Part 5, he's gonna be like, I get what they're doing, but it feels like another revised version of part 5. I know I'm kind of projecting my own thoughts on the Ryan, but still, I feel like Ryan has some pretty good taste. No way I made that. Oh yeah. Oh no way I made that. Huh? Hopefully he could pull through and get the masterpiece that is part 4. Also, I don't think Ryan. Chase, you could apply to be a brand partner on GamerSupps website. Oh. Ryan, did they provide the transparent animation of the logo and code? Oh. Ryan, I need to learn a lot from you. I mean, you know what I need to do? I need to start talking to my because I be wanting to get the little bottom 1/3. I think that's what's called the 1/3. I'd be wanting to do that, but I don't know how to do it on DaVinci Resolve. I'd rather pay someone to do it, but I'd rather it be a green screen image. But if I can't get it a green screen image, I understand. But yeah, Ryan really about to suffer through 6 parts just to get Stillball around. I'm gonna pray for that man. Oh, I'm about to say, why my sounds not playing for Sam? That's insane. Part 4 peak JoJo's. Kind of facts.
Characters. Part 2 had such interesting characters. They were characters who were flawed. They weren't perfect. In part 1, it seemed like all the characters were very one-dimensional. You know, JoJo in part 1 was very like goody two-shoes, very stereotypical good guy. And of course, Dio was stereotypical bad guy. But in part 2,
like
JoJo was a rascal. And he was a funny rascal too. He does this thing where he like predicts what people are gonna say next. I love that. It was so satisfying every time it happened. Okay, so the story in part 2. There are these 4 pillared dudes that are believed to have been the ones to create the stone mask, like the one from part 1. And basically these dudes want to wake up from their pillars and destroy the world, you know, stereotypical stuff. And it falls on our heroes to go on an adventure.
So I understand Ryan's his perspective on this. To me, I give that a pass personally because JoJo's came out like in the early 80s or 90s, back when I'm evil just to be evil, or I want to take over the world. I give that a pass because it was, you know, that was the time era now. It only became of recent years in the past like decade when people were like, oh, I want to relate to the villain. I really want to have good motives behind the villain. Like, yeah, there were some exceptions that villains that did that early on in manga. But, you know, that wasn't really the thing back then. So, like I said, I give Ryan a pass. It's not an attack Ryan. I give him a pass on that. Especially if you're coming into JoJo's now rather than back then. I guess I have more that perspective of I'm cool depending on the time era or depending on what context I'm given for that series for the villain just to be evil for the sake of being evil. I personally like that.
These guys and save the day. By the way, I'm getting into spoiler territory.
How Chase conveniently able to give his favorite series passes for their flaws though? Because it's part of the era that it came out of. That's why I say. Wait. Rarely, but this is slander. Wait, which one? The one that I said? The one that I said about the one that Sam said to me, Captain Raian, or wait, which one? I see that. I mean, oh, he's talking about the suffer. Yeah, that's definitely slander.
Territory now. So our heroes being Joseph's Joestar, the grandson of Jonathan Joestar. We've also got a brand new Zeppeli, and we've got Lisa, which by the way, that plot twist I did not see coming. Was it necessary to the story? Maybe not really. And perhaps that's why I didn't see it coming. But hey, it was still cool anyways, I guess. Once again, Zeppeli has bitten the dust. And by the way, in part 1, I totally called that. I saw that coming miles away. In part 2, it wasn't as expected. Maybe I should have expected it. But honestly, I feel like part 2 Zeppeli, granted, he put up a really good fight. He charged into battle without his team, even though they told him not to. Confirmed Zeppeli mains Reinhardt in Overwatch. One thing that I thought was a bit weird in part 2 was the inclusion of the Nazis. Like, yeah, they were bad guys and nobody liked them, but they were still like heroes in all of this. I don't know about that one, Chief. As usual, the art in JoJo's.
Hey, at least he didn't do anything to attack people during that time period. You know what I'm saying? When I'm 50 and we arguing about manga chase, I'm saying Hunter x Hunter's flaws are given a pass because of their era. See, that's the thing, Sam. That's different because Hunter x Hunter's still going. See, I can't have those same passes for JoJo's now that we're this far into JoJo's. You know what I'm saying? Because JoJo's don't have those same flaws that back then. Hunter x Hunter do though, because Hunter x Hunter's just trash. It's cheese. I'm just kidding, Sam. I like Hunter x Hunter overall. I just think it was severely overhyped.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just phenomenal. Look at this.
I mean, Cash, you spitting. But hey, I gotta say, I understand.
Look at that. That's insane. So as
it is. It's like Araki's artwork is just, you know, a masterpiece.
Part 2, we still haven't dove into what a JoJo stand is. At least I think we haven't. I know JoJo is famous for that, but I still don't understand it because we haven't addressed it directly. I think that comes up in the next part. At the end of volume 4, there's a part where Cars, the leader of the bad guys, he uses a body double to fake out and kill Lisa. I'm not sure if that was him using a stand or if that was literally just some goon dressed up as him, but I still don't really understand what a stand is. Understand the stand. I still don't really get it, so I guess we'll find out. As usual, I am excited.
I don't like the fact that I laughed at that. I don't like the fact that he made me laugh at that. Hey, no, he actually. I don't like the fact that I laughed at that. I guess I didn't see it coming, but it was on the nose. JoJo stands are just rip-offs of Personas. Actually, no. Personas came from JoJo stands. Get your facts straight, Sam. Get them straight right now.
To continue reading on. I have part 3 available and ready to read. It's just packed in a box somewhere. But part 3 has 10 volumes as opposed to the 3 that part 1 had and the 4 that part 2 had. So part 3 is...
Oh, he has a red part. Oh, I thought... Whoa, I thought he read more. Whoops.
Longer than 1 and 2 combined. Now, here's where my skepticism comes in. I'm worried that it's gonna drag on. I feel like part 1...
See, I said it.
In part 2 for what they were very well. They were really well paced and they were the right size and they ended when they needed to end. I'm hoping that that's still the case with part 3 and that it's just that good. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I think the new...
Oh God, I'm scared. Ryan's video. Dark say what's wrong about JoJo's. then I just have to assassinate Raian. If I see him slender part 3, which is my favorite part, but I understand why it's not the greatest part. All right, I'm looking at you.
JoJo is going to be like some kind of cowboy dude. Maybe we'll get some Western cowboy gunslinging action in the next part. Who knows? I'm wondering if they're going to bring back Dio, or at least some descendant of Dio or something like that. Again, I'm not really sure, but I'm excited to find out. One thing I did miss from part 1 was how brutal it was. In part 1, there were scenes that I loved where Dio just kind of like tore people up. There wasn't really...
Hold up. Thought you didn't remember anything from part 1. Nani? You remember that though. Oh, selective memory. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
A lot of that here in part 2. There was a little bit of that, but not as much as there was in part 1. Like in part 1, I remember Dio ripped somebody's jaw straight off their face. It was very graphic, but there wasn't really a lot of that in JoJo's part 2. All right, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for my review of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure part 2 Battle Tendency. Man, these titles are such a mouthful. I'm excited to read part 3, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that right away, so you won't have to wait as long for the next video as you did from part 1, part 2. Like I said, I like the JoJo.
Oh, so new review coming out next week, Raian? That's what I heard. Next review, next part of the review next week. That's what I heard.
Part 2.
Raian gonna be consistent? I'm just saying.
A lot better than the one in part 1. So in the comments, let me know which part has the best JoJo. Let me know what you think. I'm excited to see the rest of them. And if you like this video and you want to see more like them, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified every time I upload a new video. If you don't have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for yourself, but you would like to get it, these are some amazing hardcovers. I'll leave some affiliate links in the description below so you can pick them up for yourself and in the process help support me directly. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Raian, and bye.
All right, Raian. Raian has such a laid-back vibe. Yep, that's why you called him the best manga tuber right in front of Sam, huh, Izzy? I'm just saying, that's what Izzy said, not me, Sam. Okay, Raian. This video was not as disrespectful as that first one. Be real, because woo, I've changed my mind again. Okay, yep. I like the thumbnail. I saw it go up for the little premiere thing. I'm like, oh. I'm like, what's he about to do with this? Let me see it. I gotta leave a comment. Raian in every video. Hey, I moved. Oh, well. That one said Raian in every video. Hey, I moved. Right, you gonna let him disrespect you like that? Oh. Izzy been slandering my name since day 1. Yeah, that's crazy. Izzy got so many #1 manga tubers, but Sam isn't there. I'm sorry, Sam. Gotta fight for his spot now. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.